Notice these are military intelligence balloons. I just want to show you. We've got 8 showing on the app right now, which is more than usual. Those things are sitting up at about 70, 80,000 feet. That one's at 80 that I just showed you. And then over here in the, you can see the DC area also a little bit busy. One of the things, we got the whitetails. I don't know if Sham and this one here, these are usually like the terror birds. These are guys that are flying out teams whenever there's a problem. And of course, Night Watch is up, and as well as another E6. But it is a lot busier on this side of the world than it is on the other side. As I kind of get over here, you can see I've got nothing besides those intelligence balloons that are sitting up over Europe. If we go look at the other aspects of this, get into the heavy lifts, again, East Coast centric here in the U.S. Those pink spikes you see flying up, those are just bad reads coming in from ADSB. Speaking of fighters, notice we had the increase in military intelligence balloons, but notice the amount of air refuelers up right now over the U.S. It's almost 30 of them. That is a lot. So there is definitely something afoot to have that many up. These are now what you're looking at are air refuelers. Let me see if I can find one here. There we go. You can see the roll up between the heavies, C-17, C-130s, air refuelers. Again, southeast, northeast, east coast, where the rest of the world is just kind of flat. This is kind of all your activity right here in one spot concentrated. Again, DC, Washington seems to be a lot of activity going on right now. Makes you kind of wonder why. We do have Memorial Day weekend coming up, but that is, again, East Coast centric. I'm not really sure what's going on. Over here in the DC area is where it gets a little bit chunky. And right here in Annapolis is an air show that's coming up. This is your Senior Living Center, Brown Zone, aka the Village. And of course, this right here is interesting. This is actually a security TFR. This is a 2-week roll of Guantanamo Bay. You're going to notice there is an uptick.
what he said before he died, he was in a conflict with the Internal Revenue Service in the United States, the IRS, where he felt he'd been targeted, and it relates to some business dealings and other businessmen wanting him out of the way and using the IRS as their proxy club to beat on him, to damage him. And so he had put a worm, a Trojan horse, inside a computer program that he gave to people that were doing work for a government agency as a beneficent act. He's living outside the United States, staying on his boat, running around the Caribbean and all this other stuff. He gets these computers that end up being plugged in behind the firewall inside government systems, not just in the US, but other locations also, and to gather information. And as he said, to get the goods on the people that were using the IRS to target him in this, game of mobsters, involving government mobsters versus, him. And what he says he got was he didn't get what he was looking for. He didn't get the goods on the collusion between the IRS people and government officials to target him. But he got something that he didn't expect, allegedly, and that was he got goods and on payoffs, criminal activity of enormous scale, because all of these Trojan horses, these worms that he sent into the government system, then sent him back data to servers that he had located in various parts of the world. And he was collecting that data and sorting through it and figured out a lot of the game going on behind the scenes. So then he created a situation, a dead man switch and a doomsday device. And then he announced, I have a doomsday device. It doesn't help to have a doomsday device if you don't tell the other side that you have it. That's basic Dr. Strangelove 101.
When it is detonated, it will produce enough radioactive fallout so that within 10 months, the surface of the Earth will be as dead as the moon. The Doomsday Machine is designed to trigger itself automatically.
But surely you can disarm it somehow?
No, it is designed to explode if any attempt is ever made to untrigger it.
He did tell us that he had a doomsday device, and they proceeded anyway, allegedly, and killed him. He supposedly committed suicide in this prison in Spain. And when he did so, that triggered this clockwork to release all of this data, this 31 terabytes of data, a massive amount of data in a digital form that would expose the people involved in all this corruption around the world.
But this is fantastic, Strangelove. How can it be triggered automatically?
Well, it's remarkably simple to do that. When you merely wish to bury bombs, there's no limit to the size. After that, they are connected to a gigantic complex of computers. Now then, a specific and clearly defined set of circumstances under which the bombs are to be exploded is programmed into a tape memory bank. A single roll of tape can store all the information.
What kind of a name is that? That ain't no crowd name, is it, Sting?
25
He changed it when he became a citizen. It used to be McVectically, but